Well, hello everyone. It's Andrew Scott here from Inside Asian Gaming, and today, Friday the 18th of December, is the last edition of Inside Asian Gaming's breakfast briefing for the year for our live editions. For the next 2 weeks, we'll be running our usual holiday series before we return on Monday, January the 4th, 2021. And 2020 has been a kind of a crazy year, as we all know, with COVID-19 and the global pandemic. So we thought we'd have a bit of fun on this last day. We would speak to 3 of the well-known suppliers around town and ask them some questions. And so we've asked each of them 3 questions, which we'll proceed with. So it's Ken Jolly from Scientific Games, and Lloyd Robson from Aristocrat, and Michael Cheers from IGT, all of whom have been here in Macau. So let's go meet them now. So during the global pandemic that we've suffered through 2020, the industry's gone through enormous changes and difficulties and challenges. What do you think the number one lesson that the industry has learnt from 2020 is?
Well, I guess the how quickly things can change in the industry, and obviously that means, you know, no matter what we do in our roles, we just have to stay focused and deal with the particular issues that come at the time.
Yeah, look, I think it's a small industry and we need to stick together. And I think it's never been proven more than that this year, Andrew. I think it's such a small industry, and it's even smaller when you look at it just purely from an Asian context perspective. So I think we need a sustainable value chain into the future, and everyone needs to be able to find a way to prosper. So that nature of working together, I think, is super important, and a lesson that we've taken.
Well, that's one good one, Andrew. I would say, look, I think diversification of revenue stream and the importance of maintaining a healthy locals market is certainly something that our industry will take away from this experience in 2020. That's from an operator's perspective. From a supplier like myself, I'd say the importance of maintaining your development pipeline to prepare yourself for when the recovery comes.
And what about the number one personal lesson for yourself from this year?
Well, in my personal situation this year, I've had a very changing year. You know, the role changed, and now it's sort of changed back again. So again, be ready and adaptable to change. You know, as they always say, you know, change is important in life.
Yeah. Look, I think for me, it's a bit of an age-old one, Andrew. Control the controllables. You know, I know both for myself and even, you know, my friends, my family, staff, customers, you know, there's been so much uncertainty and anxiety this year, but at the guts of it, most of it's outside of our control, you know, and just being able to strip it back and focus on, you know, the things that we can control, I think, you know, makes for such a more productive day and more stimulating day. So, you know, trying to control that controllables, an old cliche, but one for me that I've taken big time from this year.
Probably the best one, Andrew, is make sure you're dressed appropriately when you join the Zoom meeting and not in your pajamas would be my number one recommendation. But I think also how much I enjoy the face-to-face meetings with our customers across the regions, because I've missed that, and I've missed seeing them on their floors. I've missed seeing what they're doing. So that's been a personal lesson. I think the other thing is when you don't have to attend a dinner and when you don't have to drink at a function, now's the time to get healthy. So that's been another personal lesson.
And finally, we've all been stuck in Macau since February, basically. It's probably the longest we've ever been in Macau without traveling. Assuming you could travel anywhere in the world and suddenly all travel went back to normal, where would you go first?
The beautiful sand and beaches of the Philippines, where the sun is always bright, the sky is always blue, and life's pretty relaxing. But no, I like to get to the Philippines when I can, and that's where I spent a lot of time before COVID. So look forward to getting back there.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Look, I think the lure of friends and family back in my homeland would just take the cake, Andrew. So that's back in Sydney. But a very close second is Philippines. You know, I had travel plans booked way back in March this year for Hole and El Nido, and I'm planning to get there as well.
might sound a bit boring, but I have a daughter who turns 21 in January that I won't be able to be there for, and my son both live in Melbourne. They've gone through some tough times down there. So it would be myself and my wife going to Melbourne to catching up with our children.
Well, that's it from us here at Inside Asian Gaming. Have a great Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we'll see you for the new year, 2021, back to our regular programming on Monday, January the 4th. Have a great holiday season. Bye.